Certificates of entitlement prices have once again reached a record high for not one but two vehicle categories. Now, big cars in the open category rode up to a new high of over $126,000. Well, this as premiums rose across the board. Category B for bigger cars rose $8,888. The open category E, which also usually ends up being used for larger cars, increased by $4,091. Along with these record highs, premiums for smaller cars in Category A rose by more than $4,200 to close at around $99,500. On the other hand, commercial vehicles in Category C increased by just $99 to reach $82,100. Premiums for motorcycles also up. They ended $1,000 higher to reach just over $11,500. Now, more than 3,000 bids were received for some 1,900 COEs. A larger quota was available this quarter as the Land Transport Authority brought forward some supply in an attempt to quell prices. One market watcher says prices soared once again, partly because it has been 3 weeks since the last bidding round instead of the usual 2. And he adds that prices are likely to remain high.
The supply that gone up is not enough for the market to digest. The reason is that you can clearly see that previously when COE is very the allocation is a lot. At time it was almost for Cat A should around about 2,000 pieces now, and now it's only how much? Only around about 600.
And for more a closer look at this, we have Walter Thezera, Associate Professor of Economics at the Singapore University of Social Sciences. Professor Thezera, we just heard a car dealer there saying supply may have gone up, but it's still not enough. In your opinion, why do you think, though, we have hit another record high for big cars and in the open category?
Well, we're basically still at the bottom part of the COE supply cycle, and that's why you have too much demand chasing too few COEs. You see, we have about 650,000 cars in Singapore, but the COE for those cars are not actually distributed evenly across years. In some years like now, you have about 20 to 30,000 car COEs issued over the whole year. You look back to the late 2010s, you had 80 to 90,000 or more car COEs issued each year. So the supply rises and falls, but demand, especially for these high-end cars, that actually is a lot more consistent across years. And because of that, you tend to have much higher COE prices during low supply periods like right now.
So, Professor, there is this impression that, no matter how high the COE goes, and even with Singapore's, excellent public transportation, people still want to drive their own cars. So what does this say about our efforts to go car light?
Well, fundamentally, your limit on going car light is whether you can put in place that public transport system that meets as many people's needs as possible, so they don't feel they need to own a car. And the problem is we are not there yet, especially for groups like, families with young children or the elderly. But it doesn't mean we give up on going car light. It means that we need to keep investing in public transport, so you shrink the number of Singaporeans who feel that they must own a car in order to have a good quality of life. I mean, it's a long haul, but it's the only sustainable solution because we're a large and dense city. We don't want to give up all of our public spaces to roads and cars.
Oh, Professor Thezera, do stay with us for the medium haul at least. We have more questions for you. We're looking now at also at petrol prices.